Hello? Hey.
How did everything go? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here at Alexa's. Oh, I didn't. We're live. Oh, we're live? Oh, shit. We're,
Sorry. Okay.
we're on the. Okay, bye. Is that your mom? Yeah. Why did she. Why did she take off?
Just you should have told her, hey, just hop on Facebook and ask your question.
Right.
You could tell her. I mean, she could find out right now how it went.
That's funny.
But
No, speaking of that, fuck AutoZone, by the way.
AutoZone, what they do to you?
Fuck AutoZone. They're trash, dude. They reminded me why I never
always go to
there.
O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly's, yes. Or Advance is good too, but they're really pricey. But yeah, fuck AutoZone, dude. It reminded me why I never go there. They're trash.
Oh man, that's pretty bad.
What? The quality?
No, you can even see right there. It's slanted.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
That fell away.
We're back. Yeah,
What's up, guys? After a long break.
Yeah, we haven't
After
recorded
vacation.
since May of 2019 or something like
What?
that. No, it was like May 19th. No, like May. Yeah, it was like May 19th around there. And so it's been since May, June, like a month and a half. So we got a lot to catch up on. We're a little different. See it a little different. I don't know, just trying something different.
We're at a different place. Our new studio.
This is a new studio. From this angle,
Whose
it
house
looks-
are we borrowing this time?
Huh?
Whose house are we borrowing this time?
Adolf's.
Dang.
Man, we should do this at Adolf's place. I think he has room.
Hardly actually.
You know what would have been a great place to do this is Oscar's house.
Oh yeah. It's vacant. I think. Oscar, is your house vacant? Can we rent it?
We should rent it for.
Can we rent it out for our recordings?
It's just real, like, also really well acoustically sound because of all the carpet and everything. And there's just a lot of room.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, it's got like 2 living rooms in that house.
It's a nice house.
You want to buy it?
We used to have all of our jam sessions.
Yeah.
I would if I had money.
Yeah, when I used
all
to,
my money goes in my car anyways.
when I used to live at that house, Rolampa would come over and speak like way before you were in there,
Yeah.
and they would practice.
Yeah.
Eli and Adolf would just be fighting with each other the whole time. So this is we're in season 3 now. This is gonna be new. Ask me. But we should talk about what we've been doing for a month and a half, right?
Yeah, I guess so. What you been up to?
This is pretty funny stuff. But so after the last episode we had was May, whatever it was, and I said I was going out of
Your
town.
graduation?
Yeah, it was right after graduation. Still haven't found a job, but I've been applying a lot. Been in contact with this recruiter. And so I went to Miami. Dude, that sucked so much.
Why?
You ever been to Miami?
I've never been. No.
Miami's cool. It's fine. But it's just the whole reason I went there was to see this.
Sorry, I was getting attacked by a bug.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Damn bugs.
There's a gnat flying around.
Yeah, there's some gnats. Get rid of that. I went to go see this comedian at in Miami. His name is Akash Singh. He's actually from Dallas. But
Oh, really?
He's Indian.
Oh,
He lives in New York now. But he's on this podcast called Flagrant 2 that I've been watching a lot with Andrew Schultz.
oh, that guy's funny.
Yeah, I'm sure you've
Andrew
heard Andrew Schultz. He
Yeah.
had a lot of clips on Facebook, and
Dude, that guy's funny.
he's been on Joe Rogan a couple times.
Really? I didn't know that. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna look for.
Did you
those.
watch his Netflix special, Andrew Schultz?
No, I never watched it.
He got a special on Netflix like in like October or something like that. It came out.
Dang. I'm gonna go check it out. That guy's funny.
Yeah, so they have their podcast. So the podcast is pretty good. It's pretty funny.
Huh.
And Akash is a co-host on that podcast. So I went to go see
Oh,
him.
he's the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I went to see him. The shitty thing was, it was my sister.
Uh-huh.
Fucked it all up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's because we drove, because she lives in Orlando, and we
Uh-huh.
drove from Orlando to Miami, and she was all upset because she was just like in this big argument with her husband, right? And I had just gone there, and I was
Yeah.
like, shit. I wanna be here. So like we were going to Miami already, like that's the whole reason I was going over there. So we took off like early, but just took off. And when she gets mad, she just does things, doesn't really think things through.
Mm-hmm.
So we just left, but they had nowhere to go because the show wasn't even for like another 2 days.
Oh shit. Yeah. That makes
So
sense. Fuck.
yeah, it was that shit. And then I get there. A whole bunch of stuff happened, but it's not that relevant. But when I finally get to the show, she had a meeting with some lady who was like a publisher or something for music
Uh-huh.
in that area. And it's a big coincidence that where they were going to meet, the show was at the same place.
Oh, okay.
It was like the next building. Because it was like this small little plaza.
Mm-hmm.
So the show was like at 10. And we get there like at 6 or 7, something like that. And I found a place to play pool. And basically I was just doing that. Then I went to see them because they were still talking. It was like, they talk for, my sister talks a lot. She can just, I mean, you've met her.
That's the one that we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she
She's
just
interesting.
kept talking and talking to her.
Funny.
So she was like talking to this producer lady or publisher. And I was just sitting there. I was like, I don't really care about any of this. I'm just here to see the show.
I don't know you.
Yeah. So I didn't really say much. And then when it was time to go to the show, or it was already getting close to time, I'm like, hey, you gotta go. Because I had bought tickets in advance. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go already. So I just left.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just keep talking. And then I get to the show, and then my sister didn't even show up to the show for like another 20 minutes or something.
Really?
Like after the show started. And then so she had already been drinking. A while. Well, when that whole 3 hours that they were there. So she gets there, and then she's like, hey, that lady, she didn't like you.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
She's like, it's just she said she didn't like your it was basically saying like your vibe,
Oh, okay.
because like I didn't talk, and I was just like I didn't want to be there.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't want to be like
Yeah.
this wasn't for me. Like
Mhm.
that meeting you had, that lady did not involve me or have anything to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just saying this is a very powerful person in the music industry. I'm like, I've never heard of this lady.
Really?
No idea who she is. And then I'm like, I'm not like someone trying to make it in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And then she was just getting so upset because I didn't care.
Really? Your sister was?
Yeah, my sister was. So then we were right there in the show. And I mean, you've seen Andrew Schultz's like stand up where he heckles the crowd a lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, dude, a lot. It's funny.
That's like the main thing. And the same thing with Akash.
Oh, okay.
He does the same thing.
Don't tell me he heckled your sister.
Almost. Well,
Almost.
because there was people before Akash, right? Other comedians, because he
Oh,
was
yeah.
headlining. And so she's very loud, just in general, but then she was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
So Yeah, to the point where she was just screaming, like whatever the comedian said. She would just scream at him. This wasn't Akash yet. It was before him.
Oh.
And so she did this thing. It was super nice. So we're sitting next to each other and like along this bar. Because it's kind of like open seating in a way.
Cool.
So she was sitting to the left of me. And then she would grab me like that and was just talking in my ear the whole time. Like during the show.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear what the comedians were saying.
Yeah.
Which is the whole point of a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
To hear the comedians. So I got annoyed to the point where I was like, I just got up and left. I moved somewhere else.
Mm.
And then she just sat there for a while. And then after like, I don't know, 15 minutes or something, she came to me and she was so mad. She was like, Art, she's like, do you want me to just leave? You want to just go? I'm like, I mean, you can stay, but I'm going to watch the show.
Yeah.
She said, if you want me to just go, then I'll just leave. She's like, but I don't want to sit there by myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're not letting me watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'll go sit there, but if you keep talking, I'm going to move again. I'm just going to leave. And so it was, but she started screaming though, like screaming at me. And people started turning around and like waitresses were coming and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I flew, I don't know how many miles, spent all this money just to see the show.
Yeah.
And I can't even, and this is already at the comedian right before Akash.
Uh-huh.
So Akash finally gets on the show, on the stage. And she wouldn't stop talking. She kept talking to where they kicked her out.
Oh, shit.
She got kicked out of the show.
But they didn't kick you out?
No, I stayed.
Dude, that's crazy.
They're like, you got to go. And she's like, okay. And she just got up and left.
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed there.
Maybe that was her goal.
Maybe. But she, yeah, and then I went, it got even worse. It was just, but the whole point is I didn't even get to like really hear most of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Miami. Which sucked. Oh, and then.
That was the main reason why you went to Miami, though?
That was the only reason I went
to
see that show. That's just the worst part.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I went to go see him.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
ruined it, huh?
yeah, I don't know if you believe in stuff. I think Claire does. Does she believe in like psychic readings and palm reading?
Yeah, but I mean, yes and no, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, she's into more like astrology stuff or what?
Yeah,
like signs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Well, the next day, this is the day I was leaving. So this was a Friday in Miami. We were walking down this area that had a lot of shops, and it was this weird place in Miami, kind of close to the beach, where they had like shipping containing units. Mm. But you would open them up, or people would open them, and they had like their own little shops.
Oh, okay, that's neat.
And one of them had he was a psychic reader, and so he read me. He didn't do like a palm reading. It was basically like tarot cards.
Oh,
you ever seen those cards? They you flip over, and then it has like a picture, and it's supposed to tell you something about your future.
Yeah, I think about those at a magic shop one time.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
it was funny because basically it was like a special. It was like a $10 special where it wasn't a full tarot card reading or a palm reading. It was just like you would shuffle the cards, and then you would shuffle them, and then he gives you the deck, and you like cut it in half or something like that. Or no, you separate into 3 piles, and as you put each pile down, you think of a yes or no question. Right, so I was like, okay, so I did it. I didn't even think of the questions till afterwards. I just separated them, and he's like, "What's your first question?" I say, "Am I going to win the lottery?" He flips the card. He's like, "No." That's a hard no. And then he's like, "Do you play the lottery?" I'm like, "Nah." Well, that's kind of accurate. Yeah. So then the second question was, I asked, "Am I going to run my own business one day?" And he said, "Yes, but it's going to be like extremely difficult at some point."
Yeah.
but you will have a successful business. I was like, okay. The last question. I asked him, am I going to get married?
Uh-huh.
And then so he flips the card. He looks at it like this. And he puts it back down.
Bro.
And then he's like, who's this with you? So I go, my sister. And I said, that's my sister. And he says, do you want her to be here when I tell you this card?
That's weird.
Yeah. So I was like, sure. I mean, I don't know what it is. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to tell you.
What
So I was like, yeah, sure. So he flips it. And he says, you will get married and have kids and have a happy marriage. But right after you get married, you will die tragically.
Whoa. Damn,
Yeah.
what the hell?
And I was like, oh, that's not good.
That's not...
So apparently I'm
Shit,
going
So
to...
don't get married. So that way it doesn't come true.
That's what my sister said. But then he's like, well, it's not that simple because marriage now is how we made it to be. Marriage before, there was no like marriage certificate or it wasn't legal binding or anything. It was just two people that got together and said they're going to be together the rest of their life.
Right.
So he's like, even if you don't say legally get married, some relationship or something big, I don't know, something like that, you will die tragically afterwards.
I guess. To me, it's still legal, you know? It's got to be the legal, like literal marriage. I guess, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's just...
It's whatever you believe.
Yeah. But so with that, he's like, this card rarely comes up, that specific card. And then he's like, maybe comes up like 5% of the times that I've done this.
Mm.
And he's like, the last time I drew this card, it was, same thing. Person would die tragically, unexpectedly. And it's going to like, hurt especially 7 people that are close to you in your family and 7 distant people. So what he said is that that other person that drew the card was like basically an adrenaline junkie.
Oh.
So he like jump out of planes and rock climbing and all this kind of shit. So he said that this person climbed a mountain and died at the top of the mountain, but they were able to bring him back to life.
Oh.
Like he was legally dead for I don't know how long.
Right.
And then he came back to life.
How did he die at the top of the mountain?
I don't know. Maybe they're
altitude change.
Yeah, I don't know if he couldn't breathe or heart attack or something.
Mountain lion got to.
he
got attacked.
The card. He had that card in his hand.
He had the card.
It's time. So really died and came back to life. So that completed the prophecy
Fortune.
or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So
that's crazy.
I'm gonna die soon. Within the next 20 years, I guess.
Don't get married. That's what I say.
I just won't get married.
It's the key word.
Well, that's
the key because he told you were gonna die after you got married.
Yeah. That was my Miami trip.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Dude, because you were gone a while, weren't you?
Well, so that was Miami. That was a week, and then and after that, I went to the Valley for a week, which was okay. I honestly can't remember a lot from it. I was just mostly hanging out. Then I went to Orlando because when I was in the Valley, I got some dogs, some puppies, and took them to my sister in Orlando. And I was there for a week. I went to a boxing gym over there. I met up with some guys from the fraternity because the fraternity, we have chapters all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I met up with guys there that live in Orlando. And then, yes, that's the other major thing. I played with a group out in Orlando with a mariachi. So when I was going to Orlando, I was like, let's just be here a while, 5 days. So Monday through Friday. And I reached out to a lot of groups. And so I There was one group who told me, who said that they would have me play at their planta.
Mm.
And Orlando's weird, right? Because there's a lot of Hispanic people, but it's mostly Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rican and Dominican, Cuban.
Cuban, yeah.
There's not a lot of Mexican people.
Yeah.
So, but the group that I played with, they were all Mexican.
Uh-huh.
And it was just a 4-piece, a 3-hour planta, which, I mean, I'm used to. I mean, you're used to, because that's the way it kind of works here.
Yeah.
But in other areas, like the Valley, they have big-ass groups. Well, like 7.
Or maybe somewhere in Dallas.
Yeah, in places in Dallas, they do it too, and Houston. But in Austin, the groups are pretty small. I mean, Relampa was one of the biggest groups. You guys got like 6 or full. When you are full,
now
what are
we're
you,
like-
like 9?
Right
8?
now we're like 8 to 10.
But y'all only take like 5.
Guaranteed 6 or 7. I'd say 6 guaranteed. Because a lot of people are jumping in and out
Yeah,
lately, every weekend.
Some flaky people.
Yeah, but I feel like we just have like the people who work in our group. We have a lot of people that are flexible, you know. Some of them play multiple instruments, so that helps when people miss.
Yeah, so they use me. I'm just used. I'm just a tool. But no, so there was just 4 of us. And what sucked is I was good. Like that whole week I felt fine. And then that morning I woke up and my throat was sore. It was bad.
COVID or what?
Probably. Maybe it was the prophecy.
Oh shit!
So then I went to the restaurant and I sang, but man, I was struggling. But I told him, I was like, yeah, I mean my throat is just bad right now, and he says that usually happens with players coming out of town.
You know, it might have been the humidity or the allergies over there.
Yeah, he was saying that the change in climate, temperature, and altitude messes with the musicians that were coming out of town.
Yeah.
But it went well. We did the planta, and then we did a serenata right after that. And so, man, but I played crazy ass things. We played Oye Como Va, but like Carlos Santana, the whole song.
We did that one.
We played Tequila. We played Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, but in re.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what the?
We do all those.
We played Coco songs. We played the hell was it? Ciudad de something. I don't know, some ciudad in Mexico. These guys knew songs from every the possible range. I don't know if they knew any like norteño songs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't ask for that. But nobody knows the norteños over there, Orlando. Like they're not gonna ask for Tejano songs.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't do any of that. We didn't do many corridos. It was like really old rancheras or boleros, and then other weird ass stuff people asked for now. There wasn't any banda that they asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, at the Serenata this guy did ask for like banda MS.
Mm.
But yeah, we didn't play it. We didn't play banda. I guess they didn't know. Well, that one that they asked for.
Was it hot over there?
Nah. Well, no. Well, I think it was hot. It's hotter here.
It's been fucking hot here, dude. It sucks.
Yeah, it's been over 100 degrees sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, and on the weekends, it really sucks when we're playing like all day, you know?
Then when I left Orlando and I came back, I was here for a bit, a week and a half. Then I went back to the Valley because of my little sister's graduation, high school graduation.
Oh, okay.
I rode a mechanical bull. I'll probably upload that video on here if I remember.
At the graduation party or what?
Yeah, they brought a mechanical bull. Dude, that guy was trying to kill me.
Bro, did you make it?
There was no like he was controlling everything,
Yeah.
the speed and what the bull does or anything. So it was like he would make it harder for different people. Like my little sister got on there, but the one that was like 7.
Uh-huh.
So it was just like slowly in a circle.
Mhm.
But I get on there and it was like that.
Mhm.
I was on there for like 40 seconds. And then I fell. I hurt my hand though when I fell
Fuck.
because I landed like that.
Oh shit.
It literally hurt for like days. Then when I came back, I think that was. I've been back here since then.
Mm-hmm.
This past weekend was my friend's bachelor party. He's getting married next month.
How did that go?
It was okay. I mean, we didn't. I didn't get to do some of the stuff because gigs.
Mm.
So
Hold on. Did you look like this guy when you got thrown off the bull?
no, I actually do have video of it.
Hey, when you're talking, if you ever post this in any other video, like or on YouTube, when you talk about it, you should put the video of you and the bull when you're explaining it.
Oh yeah, edit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Hey, who's
see.
watching?
I know Daniel was. Alexa's cousin.
Oh shit! Yeah, dude, that's going full speed. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess mad because I didn't get off the first time. We did we played out in Dam, Texas. We've been to Dam, Texas.
Mm.
It's next to Burn It.
Oh really?
We had suck. We've had so much work.
Oh, it's cafe.
It's what?
It's the cafe.
Tell him to go home.
He's watching.
Oh, he's watching?
Yeah.
Which
What's up,
Hefe?
Hefe?
Because you got like 3
My
Hefes now.
cafe.
Oh, yeah, but you got like 3.
Adolf.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adolf.
We did a gig this weekend. You resting up? We had a long ass drive, dude. I mean, this morning. Sorry, I meant this morning. We had a lot of gigs this weekend, but we did a gig this morning. And it was like an hour and a half away for us.
From Austin? Or from Kyle? What's he saying?
Told me to go home? What do you mean? Who told you to go home?
Huh?
He said, tell me to go home, question mark.
Oh, I said go home.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, I told him to go home.
He's like, are you talking to me? Like Robert De Niro. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Shit.
Adolf's playing again.
He said, I heard Alex say it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
He's gonna be like Eli. I'm gonna have a conversation with your co-host.
I'll fight both Eli and Adolf.
He finally confronted you about it when you finally showed up.
Yeah,
To the
dude, I don't
restaurant.
think we've talked about that. Finally saw
That was
Eli
interesting.
at the restaurant, and he didn't notice me at first.
He didn't?
Not well. I was just sitting there at the bar.
I thought he did. I think because I told him
You told him what, that I was there?
that you
or-
were there.
Oh, well, I mean, like, as soon as I walked in, or what?
I don't remember exactly.
Because I had been sitting at the bar while you guys were playing,
Uh-huh.
and I was like sitting right behind Eli, because Eli was standing.
So how did you walk in without us seeing you? Because like there's literally only one fucking entrance, and
Yeah,
we
we're
can
playing-
see everything.
Y'all were playing towards the table.
Oh, okay, like in the back somewhere.
Yeah. And I saw Eli, and he looked at me, and then I turned away. Nah, Eli. Eli and I are gonna fight soon. So
That fight's already set up.
we've been in training camp right now. It's gonna look like Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. You see that fight?
Honestly, dude, like fights like that, I started not wanting to watch them.
Logan Paul.
Anything that involves with somebody named Paul, I guess. Like, there's no reason why.
Did you see the YouTubers versus TikTokers?
Mm-mm.
It was pretty good.
Really?
Like, they actually learned how to box,
Yeah.
and they're all kind of at the same level.
Mm.
So it looked okay.
Mhm.
There's some that sucked. Like, they got knocked out like bad.
Yeah.
But some of the fights were good, and there's some good fighters. The main events were surprising, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that were expected to win lost. But that event was actually kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
And then I was saying, we've been having a lot of work. I'm sure you guys have a lot of work as well, right?
Yeah. Business has been booming.
Like this past Saturday, we had like 9 hours.
9 hours. Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, we had a good, I think it was 6 or 7. 1 and 2. We had a lot. We got a lot coming up on Saturday. But just Saturday alone was 6 or 7. Sunday we had 3. And Friday we had, I think, 3 hours, or was it 2 hours? 2 or 3 hours, and then the planta. So we had a lot of work this weekend. The weekend before was about the same. So yeah, I've been feeling close to how I used to feel with compadres in the past month.
Yeah, that's it's hard.
It's just
Well, what time you been
tiring.
getting home though?
For us, like, I want to say like close to midnight or 1. Because we start early in the day sometimes.
Yeah,
but
you
the
guys
thing
get
is,
earlier gigs.
It just gets tiring because we're back to back, and it's all of them. Like, we haven't been getting any breaks, you know.
Yeah, y'all were spoiled with breaks.
That's what.
Like Mariachi Sagas.
Lately, we've had a
like
lot of
4-hour
breaks. Yeah, like in between, can go home, you know.
Yeah.
But
No.
the past few weeks, we haven't been able to do that. And so everybody by the end of the night, we're all like super tired. Like this past Saturday, it's happened to me for the first time in a while, where like every song I would sing, I start out fine, but then by the end of the song, like I can't hit any notes. Like that's how tired I was.
We would tell you
And
that shit when we would play with this and you wanted to do like stuff like in la, like no me rajar en la.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but like I still do it, but the thing is, like I feel better, but at the same time, like I feel like because I've been getting tired, like it's been messing up like if any vocal technique that I have.
Yes, it will.
It's like, so like I think I need to revisit that sometime this week. Like, seriously,
Yeah, that's it. It's a
warm up better or something.
that's where it's difficult. 'Cause, you know, there's been people that come play with us, and then they'll be like, "Why are you singing like that? Like to me or to Asael?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause we have to, or else we won't last 7-8 hours."
Yeah, like the reason why we try to, play like super loud or like sing, like scream when we're singing is because we're outside, our chambas are outside and we're trying to project. But, our instruments, I think, Israel told me this, like our instruments and our voices, like can be heard more than we think. Like they resonate more than we think, So, and it's all about musicality too. So if somebody's singing real soft, just like, don't play as loud, stuff like that. That should help. So,
Nah.
I think I need to revisit some of that stuff.
Mariachi Jalisco hates that shit. You play soft. That was like, play harder.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I've done it with them. If Lil doesn't say anything,
He won't say nothing if you're
Yeah.
helping him out. But like once you're in the group, like micromanages everything, like the
I
way
was
you
almost
strum.
in the group. Does that count?
Has he called you?
No, not lately. Because lately I've been saying no.
Yeah, I think he just
I just get,
stops.
but he's got his own guys too now, Like, he seems like he's more set with
Well,
his guys.
yeah, overall, but I mean, they've been using Fernando and Guitarrando.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder where Tony went. Did he go back to
Oh.
Cali?
Well, something happened. Well, I mean, so Tony's still, I think, in the area, but
Oh, okay.
actually, his son passed away
Oh, no.
like last week.
Oh, God. That's horrible,
So,
man.
Yeah.
How old was his son? Was he little?
Oh, he was like 20,
20?
like 20 something.
Still, man, that's horrible, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, or I don't remember. Cristobal was telling me about it. Yeah, I think that's why Tony hasn't been playing.
He's been taking a break.
Yeah.
That's hard, dude. I mean, I don't see how you can do anything after something like that.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen him in a while.
Bad. Well, prayers out to Tony and his family. I don't know if you guys know Tony.
Well, he's
really
the guy
cool.
that we showed a while ago doing the Barney song.
Yeah, he's something else, man.
Yeah. But then we had Robert Casillas help us out.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
That was funny. He was on violin.
Yeah.
He did pretty well.
Now he pretty much plays everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much, bro. He plays so many instruments. I think he plays like 20 or something like that.
Yeah, he chose. Like, he was getting on me because he's like, hey, why are you just using? Are you playing guitar just like this with your wrist, your whole arm? I'm like, I do. He's like, nah. When you're singing Paloma Negra, I saw you just go like that. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, I did that. But usually I do that in Paloma Negra or actually really all the songs when I sing. It's a habit I need to break, but basically the quality of my guitarrón playing goes down when I sing, or at least the volume.
I think that's for everybody.
It's so hard.
To some degree, it's not as well as you want it to be.
Yeah,
for any instrument.
Yeah, but it's so hard. You know who does very well at doing both is Nathan.
Nathan. Who's Nathan?
Well, the new guitarrón player for Camperos.
From who?
For Camperos.
Oh, Nathan. Yeah, dude, he does.
Like, he can play chingon and sing chingon.
But I like what I was saying. Like, to some degree, like, I feel like your playing is not as good. Like, I don't feel like it could ever be the same as when you're not singing. Because your focus is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, when I play, I put my focus into like just the instrument, and then I'm trying to listen to the violins at the same time. But now when you're singing, you have to direct your attention to something else too. You know what I mean? Or like your main focus is on that, like your voice. I don't know, but yeah, he does it well.
But Robert was just telling me, he's like, then I started doing like actual like jalón, because I know how to do a jalón properly. It's a pull on a guitarrón.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I also told him, I'm like, dude, if I were to do this every single time, I would not last 9 hours, because that's tiring as hell.
And what did he say?
He was like, whatever.
Dude, this one time, me and Rolando were sitting in the lobby. I don't know if you were there too, and he was trying to get us to join that frat that you're a part of.
Yeah.
And he just kept on and on, like, come on, like, join my frat or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's cool. Rolando's like, nah, dude, I don't want it. And he's like, why? Why don't you want to join? Because, like, I don't know, man. Just, we don't want to. You got all upset, dude. But it's dedication right there, trying to get people to join. Did he say anything about you?
Yeah, so we rode together, and this is after I already crossed, so I was already like a full member. And he started asking me all these questions, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, you don't know what that is? I'm like, wait, you crossed like in 2013 or something?
Cross what, the border?
Cross. Well, so when you're in fraternity, first you pledge, and you're pledged until you cross. That's what it's called when you cross over. It's called a crossover. So when you're a full member.
Mm-hmm.
And he did, I think, 2013. I'm like, dude, it's way different now. There's
Yeah.
no more
It's
hazing.
2021, bro.
Yeah, there's no more of all the stuff he was saying. I can't really say what it was. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore because they don't do it. But I'm like, there's no more hazing now. He's like, we wouldn't even haze people away. I'm like, dude, you literally lit people on fire. They literally did that. And he's like, that wasn't
He's
even
like, oh,
hazing.
yeah.
He was like, that wasn't even that bad, dude. I'm like, he was on fire. I talked to the guy that lit on fire.
Bro.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, they lit me on fire. It was whatever.
Even the guy who was on fire is like, nah, it's not hazing. He admitted it. That's funny.
Yeah, this is the mentality that they had back then. And that's when they was trying to get you to. They're still. It was still pretty bad at that time with the hazing.
See, Robert, why are you trying to light me on fire, bro? If you're watching, shout out to Robert. He's funny, man.
And then, so I was with him the whole day. Then I told him at the end of the day, because I think we started with 5 hours and we ended up with like 6 or 7. Because they added more. And then I tell him, hey, I'm the number 1 guitarron player in Austin.
And what did he say?
He's like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, I am. It's true. Ask anybody. I'll tell you.
Does he play harmonia anymore?
Yeah, I mean, he still mostly plays vihuela.
Oh, shit.
But I mean, he's been doing like a lot of other shit. He's been traveling, playing with that Tejano group.
Mm-hmm.
And we played with him. But that same weekend, the funniest thing ever. And I think, well, because you played with us like, what, a week ago?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I've been playing a good amount when you were gone.
Oh, yeah, I was gone last week. I was in Orlando.
Yeah,
I think.
They called me like every day to do gigs while you were gone.
Yeah, they had gigs every day.
No, I'm just kidding, dude.
No, I know they did have a couple. They had like
You're
a
what
set
the
of
fuck?
Well, I wasn't here. So
You
it
come
doesn't
back, they're
matter.
like, hey, Alexis, Matt replaced you. He took your spot.
You're like,
What would you do?
chingon.
Jingo, oh, shit.
Move
Peace,
to-
I'm out.
Go back to Mariachi Amor and get paid to play 4 hours for only playing an hour. Hour and a half.
With 4-hour breaks.
Yeah.
Those are the days, man.
When you had a
Shit.
schedule and all the gigs were there, so you knew what time you're getting home and
I mean,
what's that.
we get the schedule, but like
Oh, you guys
still
get schedule. We
still
don't.
sometimes we don't know what time we're getting home, and then sometimes it's tight. It's just so much more tiring now. But anyways,
But no, so the big thing, well, the main one thing I want to say is, it was that same weekend with Robert, and it was the first gig actually. So we're doing we've been playing for a lot of graduation
live
parties.
show, guys. It's a live show.
And what song was it? Se me acabó la fuerza de mi mano izquierda. So, you know, like the intro we do is different.
Yeah,
Like, we do a pause.
yeah.
No one does a pause, and everybody always freaks out.
It
I don't know why the hell they do a pause. It's not in the recording.
Yeah, the recording doesn't have it.
Maybe it's some recording they heard, but I don't know. That's the way, like,
Yeah.
Jugenio and Nasa no, I guess they do it like that in San Luis. But so, and you do the intro. And right when it paused, I was about to sing it.
Uh-huh.
And then I just hear Acel in the back come in. Se me acabó la fuerza. And then, oh man. So then I just go back. I'm like, okay. But honestly,
You like Chingon?
right. But I will forget the words.
Yeah.
I forgot the words to the second half because I just don't really practice it. I was gonna pretend like I wasn't gonna sing it, but I was gonna pretend like I was to throw 'em off. I
Yeah.
get bored.
Yeah.
So we'd finish the whole song, and it finishes, and I go to Acel, and I tell him, I'm like, hey, ¿Por qué no me haces cantar? It's like, why don't you let me sing it?
Yeah.
And he's like, pues no me dijiste. He's like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, because I don't know it. And then he just looked at me. He's so confused.
He's like,
he was like, he was so confused. Because I go to him all mad. I'm like, I was going to sing the song. And he's like, well, why don't you sing it? I'm like, because I don't fucking know it. But I said it was such a serious face that he was so confused. He was like, why you...
Dude, he's so funny. You posted a video on your story the other night where y'all played it like Saturday night, I think.
Oh, dude, we finished at 2 a.m. that day, yeah.
And I was laughing so hard at that part where y'all were singing. I forget the name of the song.
Oh, we did we started doing that thing, the one that where it's like the what the hell is it?
Yeah. And
Just
you were
started doing
singing
that
that one, and then there's that little break where Jarek was playing his violin, and then you just hear us saying, "Ándale, Goyo." He goes, "I love you." And I started laughing so hard because you just hear him go, "Oh no," he said, "Yeah." Oh my god, that was funny. You just hear, "Ándale, Goyo, I love you." And I just started laughing, dude.
Jarek was in a mood Saturday.
Really?
That day. He lined up at
Is
the
that his
end.
period?
I think so. He's being a little fucking... But, no, he was in more of a mood Sunday. I don't know. He's been acting moody.
Why?
I don't know. He's just fucking...
He's
I
ready
guess
to quit.
Because he sleeps 1 hour a day, I guess.
What the hell?
That's why we don't even call him for morning gigs anymore. He's probably... I don't give a fish. We don't even listen to this. But yeah, every time we morning gig, I couldn't even tell him. Because this bitch won't wake up.
Yeah, because all the recent gigs that I've been, he hasn't been with you guys.
Yeah, well, it's also not really worth it for him to come over here for like a serenade when he lives in Lakeway.
Yeah.
It's like an hour. But another thing that happened, not that weekend, but right before, was yeah, I should. Man, I have a really good story, but we don't have a lot of time. I probably will save it next week. But it's not Mariachi related. So, so look at this.
Hey, what phone do you have?
Galaxy S20 Ultra. I want to get the S21, but the regular one.
Is that 4 cameras?
3. This is, I think, the flash.
Oh.
Or no, yeah, it's 4. With this one.
Oh shit!
Look at this chair.
Is it broken? Oh shit! Yeah. Fuck, dude, I can weld that for you.
I don't know if you can see that, but
I can weld that for you, bro.
Oh, you can weld it. What kind of little TIG stick you
it's
got?
It's plastic, bro.
We were playing. This was a Sunday, not this past Sunday, but the previous. And so, dude, I was so tired. Like I said, we've been playing so many hours, and I'm fat, right? So all this extra weight, dude, it really does take a toll on your body when you're like overweight and you're standing for that long. Mm-hmm. And you're like, dude,
because you've been at one weight where like your clothes don't fit you anymore, super skinny, and then you're experiencing where you're like not like that anymore. You're bigger, right?
Yeah.
So you know the difference.
That's it. Yeah, my body feels it because I'm wearing the same clothes and boots, and your clothes is like, hey, this ain't working. Dude, it's just so bad. My waist is at 38 inches right now.
38.
It's a shit.
I don't know where I'm at right now.
When I was like when I looked like a little kid in that suit, my waist was at 30 inches.
Yeah, but you know what? You look taller now.
Look taller.
Yeah,
maybe I got taller.
Yeah,
I can fight Tank Davis. You know how tall Tank Davis is?
Like 5'6", probably, right?
It's 5'5".
5'5".
We're about the same height.
Yeah, that's shorter than me.
He still fuck you up though?
He fought a scrawny ass motherfucker recently.
My body is so big.
Yeah,
it's like 5'10", 5'11".
That's not even that big.
No, but
compared to us,
compared to Tank, that's like 5 inches taller.
Yeah,
you literally have to go like.
Mm-hmm. But he beat him.
Yeah, he knocked him out. But no, so that chair, like I said, I've been like fat and tired. So I was sitting in that chair, like during the gig, I was like, but then so I've been honestly towards the end of the night after like 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever. I'll just sit down. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you want me to keep playing? I'll be sitting down.
Yeah.
When I sing, I'll stand up. So I was gonna sing that some chante song, Mujeres Divinas. So
Mujeres Adivinas.
I had the guitarrón, right, and I go like, I get up, I like that, and the chair breaks.
Oh shit!
And we're at a
Did you
gig.
get scared when it broke?
Yeah, it hurt
It
because
hurt.
it scratched me.
Fuck.
And then it broke, and I was like, fuck. And this crowd was like, they were like already interacting with us.
Were they dying laughing?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And they
I would have been pissed off if that was my chair. Motherfucker.
fucking $10 chair.
Yeah. Not even probably $5. The dollar store.
And then what they did was funny. They brought a metal chair.
Dang.
They replaced
They're
it.
like, here, don't break any
They
more
brought a
chairs.
metal chair. I was like, here you go. So I broke a chair.
Fuck, dude.
Fucking fat.
You look good, man. You look swole.
So everybody keeps telling me. I am. It's just I'm also fat. I put on muscle, but
No, I think like it's the same amount. It's just you putting on muscle too. You know, that's the thing that's you gain more.
I'm thick.
Probably. with 2 C's?
With 3 C's.
3 C's?
Shit.
Shit. It's a series 3C. I don't know. I'm making up shit now.
I'm a what's her name? Thick?
What happened here, dude?
What?
Right here.
Oh, that's just a case.
All these guts and shit.
That's a case iPad's in, but I can't like put it on the stand with a case. It'll be too heavy. Because iPad's too thick. Thick iPad. But no, do you have anything quick? We got like 10 minutes.
No, just same old with me. Just you know, we've been working so much. I don't like remember anything significant.
Yeah,
We've just been working every weekend, dude. Honestly, I've been tired like
Never mind, 5 minutes.
every week.
No big news. You haven't gone engaged. Yeah,
No,
had a
no, I
kid.
haven't- no,
Nothing.
nothing, man.
You
Just
moving?
hanging out, huh?
You're moving.
Oh yeah, it's official. I'm moving into North Austin on July 24th.
It's the same
Yeah.
weekend as a wedding. Are you
It's
gonna work that
tight.
day? That's my friend's wedding.
So I think I'm going to work. I still have to tell my bosses. So if you're listening, Jefe, I'm out before like 3 p.m. because I gotta help move, and then I know we have gigs starting at like 5. I think we have like 3 or 4 hours already for that day. Of course, they're still booking, but I'm probably gonna have to be out before like 2 or 3, so I can move. Start moving early. And I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen. I don't know, because this is my first time moving. My girlfriend's moved at least one time, like twice, I think. Yeah, she's moved 2 times. So she knows more than I do, but I think it'll probably take more than a day, honestly, because we both kind of got a lot of stuff. What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Power cut off or something?
No, it's still.
Your fan's off.
What fan?
That one?
Huh.
Oh.
But
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we can do it in a day.
well, I've moved
Yeah.
like 6 times since I've been over here.
Yeah.
You can do it in a day. But the thing is, you're moving stuff from your house and her apartment.
And her apartment, and we're going north.
So you're gonna start your house and go to San Marcos.
You know, I don't know. Probably not. Probably we'll do it the other way. But
Maybe you should.
we'll see. It'll be a lot easier for me though, like when I gig now, because I'll be up north. And
Yeah.
we do a lot of gigs, like a lot up north, like 75 to 80, or like 80, 75 to 80% of our gigs are like up north. The rest sometimes we'll do like Del Valley. So a lot of Del Valley, Dale. And then quite a few in Kyle actually. Kyle's growing. Our clientele in Kyle is really growing. So
You're gonna be an Austin city boy.
yeah, I guess so, yeah. I've never lived in Austin, so I'm not gonna say the address. So my fans don't
Oh,
show up to my-
so Rudy Lynn doesn't get the
Rudy Lynn, our number
calling out
one,
Rudy-
our
calling out
number
Rudy
one
Lynn.
fan. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Dude, we got to get her on here on FaceTime or something. Now that
Yeah.
we missed her that one time. That one
Chief
time.
commented.
Right now.
Yeah, she said hi.
Rudy Lynn, hello.
Hey,
What's
Rudy
up,
Lynn.
girl?
Yeah, we haven't done
Long
the
time no
podcast
see.
with you because Matt doesn't want to.
Este vato.
Oh, it's not true.
No, you told me like the day of and shit.
I told you day before.
I had shit, or the day before. I had shit planned. Or
No, but she didn't tell me till like Monday.
oh,
She's like, I'm gonna be here for 3 days.
oh, okay.
I'm like, okay,
Hey, what's going on?
figure it out. And then we I don't know. There's things that I want to do. We didn't do Legends of Mariachi because, like Matt, as you saw, there's a lot of shit in this house.
Yeah.
Like everything's moved around, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't even barely open this door.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on in this house where I can't even fit in here. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that show. For now, until all this stuff gets settled down.
Yeah.
And then, but there is, we gotta have guests. I mean, what's his name? Clark wanted to be on here. He reached out to me.
Oh, really?
Clark's this other guy from LA. You get Eli. So yeah, we'll let's start things up again. We're gonna have very limited merch. Like one cap. So
You're gonna be like
whoever wants it,
Eugenio in
message
his one T-shirt. Do
You
you
know.
remember that? Does he still have?
T-shirt of what?
He had his compadre's T-shirt that he started
No, I never saw it.
advertising.
I never saw it.
Really?
No, was it when I was gone? I guess. Or what?
I guess so. Like one time, straight up, we were playing and he came out of nowhere with like a T-shirt. You know how we have the mic? He just like came out of nowhere. And he just threw it up on the mic, like hung it up on there, and he just looked at us and started laughing. And we're like, he was like, he. We're like, oh shit.
That's funny.
It was just one T-shirt though. Like he never had a stack or anything. I was like, how much is it? He's like 30. I'm like,
30.
No, I'm just kidding. It
One
was like
size?
$10 or something.
It's like it's only one
I don't
size.
know. Right.
It's only this one shirt.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like
an
that.
extra small or something. So
It's gonna be like that. We're gonna have one hat, one size only, and it's just gonna be one.
you have to fight for it.
But it's not
Have
gonna
a raffle.
It's not gonna say Los Mariachi Sagas on it.
What is it?
It's gonna say like DC.
It's gonna be like my old ass like Hui original hat or some shit.
And I think I'm just gonna buy Charro Beans merch, but just take off the logo.
Yeah, dude.
Put on put on our logo.
Right
there. Just steam it on there.
Steaming it. Oh shit.
Save
that'll
on
be-
production.
Bro.
Dude, I should do that.
But you gotta get the Velcro shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
So look up for that. But we'll see you guys probably next week. All right. Bye.
Good to see you guys. Man. Talk to y'all later. We gotta go gig.
Mariachi Sagas.